All new off the top tonight, confusion and pain. DACA recipients are trying to understand why they were detained. 9 DACA recipients were held for hours at the checkpoint in Falfurrias yesterday. Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez shares what happened behind closed doors.
Parents, aunts, and uncles waited to hear if their loved ones would be deported to Mexico for hours. It was an unnerving experience that left them feeling even more unsettled. Contributor Oscar Margan conducted the interviews for this story. It was a day Erica Cepeda would live to regret.
What am I going to do? I feel very guilty. What am I going to do? It's my fault. She's going to go back to Mexico because I just invited her we were going to have fun.
A trip to San Antonio was derailed by the detention of Cepeda's niece at the Falfurrias checkpoint. Her niece was met with probing questions.
How long have you been here? Do you work? Where do you work? Did you graduate high school? Do you have criminal records?
Outside,
These 2 officers here. I have this one also.
Border Patrol agents were met by questions from family.
And then we're like, why? I mean, what's this going on? Well, it's like a law or something that went through at 7 a.m. So we have to stop everybody that has DACA, and we have to just do the procedures that they have to do.
DACA recipients know they have to keep their work permits up to date. Erica's niece shows us her card was valid as recent as 3 weeks ago. The processing lasted about 6 hours. Agents let her go with a warning.
They're like, oh, you can't come no more. Either you go back to where you are or you stay up where you're going. Because if you pass the second time, we're going to deport you.
She and her aunt went to San Antonio after she was released. They took another DACA detainee home. She'd been pulled off a bus en route north. Future trips for now are on hold. We're told the 9 detainees were indoors while they were detained. Food or the option to buy food from the vending machine was offered. In the studio, Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 10.
A memorandum was issued by the Department of Homeland Security on September 5th about the changes coming after the end of the DACA program. Among those changes stated, they will continue to exercise its discretionary authority to terminate or deny deferred action at any time when immigration officials determine termination or denial of deferred action is appropriate. Channel 5 received information from Congressman Henry Cuellar's office that a separate and similar internal memo was sent to Border Patrol. It too detailed what their action should be when they encounter DACA recipients. The law says those who rely on DACA are not granted legal status. It only means removal is deferred. According to the DHS website, immigration officials can determine if termination or denial of deferred action is appropriate. We spoke with immigration attorney Carlos Garcia about what that means.
It's up to immigration, it's up to the government. The government could use their discretion to cancel the DACA authorization even though the person hasn't been convicted. So I think that's something really important people should know.
Garcia recommends those who are detained at checkpoints seek legal counsel. He says DACA recipients should carry their driver's license, employment authorization document, or work permit.